welcome back to another Prime Day video. Now, when we do other videos on the channel, a lot of you say, hey Betty, this thing you're talking about is too expensive. And I know. But today and tomorrow, there's some sales going on because Amazon decided to make up this fake holiday called Amazon Big Deal Days. And now other companies are forced to follow suit and make sales. So I woke up extra early this morning. I didn't get great sleep, so I could find these deals for you to take advantage of. Remember kids, if you didn't intend on buying it in the first place already, now is not the time to add it to your shopping list. And with that in mind, let's jump into the deals. So the first deal we have is the WOBKEY Rainy75 on drop. This is the best price on all of the internet. You've got $99 for the Lite version and $109 for the Pro version with the Cocoa switches, which is my preferred version. This goes for $149 and $159 elsewhere, and it's a really great keyboard. It sounds really good. Only downside is it got the on-off switch underneath that caps lock button there, and it has no dongle storage, so that's a bummer. Other than that, it has all the features you would want. It actually sounds really great. It's a little tall of a keyboard. It's gasket mounted. It has a tri-mode wireless, and there's a bunch of different colors. The white and the black are pretty nice. The light, I don't like the sound of it too much, but if you're okay with a little clackier of a sound, that's great. Shipping is expected in 2 days, so you'll probably get it around next week, which is good because usually on drop you have to wait a really long time to get your products. The next product is the Womier SK75 on Amazon. This is a full aluminum keyboard. It's similar to the Rainy75. It also has a full aluminum build, a little different of a texture, a little scratchier I suppose. It has a mirrored back plate instead of the stainless steel cracked looking thing on the Rainy. It still has preloop switches, tri-mode wireless, gasket mount, also has the on-off switch underneath here, and right now it is a pretty good deal. This usually goes for $99, but right now if you want the blue, it's $62 for the blue. What a steal. You probably have like 10 of these in stock left, so by the time this video is out, it's probably gone. Next is the EPOMAKER TH99. So it's a full-size keyboard. It's plastic. It doesn't have the weird zero, so your thumb doesn't have to contort all weird, but it's a little more compact than a full-size keyboard. You got your dongle holder here. You got some toggle switches somewhere over here, so you don't have to do weird key combination things to turn it on and off. And if you want the white, it's 54. The black is 55. This typically is $75, so right now it's a pretty good deal. The other good full size, if you want the aluminum version of this keyboard, would actually be the Galaxy 100 from EPOMAKER, and right now that is selling for $88, so pretty good deal as well. It's a full aluminum build, same layout as the TH99. It also has the toggle switch, so that's really nice. So both those keyboards are great full-size-ish keyboards that aren't necessarily full-size, but almost there. Then we have the EPOMAKER Aula series. You've got the F75, the F99, the F60, the F87. They're all on sale, and they are a tad bit cheaper than they usually retail for. It's not a ton. The keyboard deals this year actually are not the best. Other than the Rainy, I would say that's probably the best one. Everything else is like, oh, it's $5 cheaper here, $3 cheaper there. Not huge steals. So the Reaper switch here is the cheapest one, which actually is my favorite switch as well. So the Aula is like a cheaper Rainy75. It's all plastic. It has worse software. It has a knob. You have toggle switches, dongle holder, but it sounds great. And if you don't like the look of this one, there's actually another keyboard that's on sale that is very good as well, called the Ajazz AK820 Pro. Don't get the non-pro version. That one has worse keycaps and worse everything really. So the AK820 Pro is on a super mega sale. This usually sells for I think 63 or something. So Flying Fish and Gift Switch, they both sound great. You got two colors. I prefer this one. So it has a screen that gives it also bad software. It has a similar build to the Aula F75. It just looks slightly different. They all have the same features, but this one tends to be a little bit more affordable, so go with whatever you want.
You know what's worse than vacuuming? Mopping. And boy, let me tell you, it is a terrible time to be a dirty floor. That's because there's a new sheriff in town, the Narwal Flow, a robot vacuum and mop that makes life just feel so much better. We've been using the Flow at home for months now, and we've been incredibly impressed. It's life-changing and can keep up with 2 big dogs, 2 hairy cats, and a toddler. It has a built-in scraper that tackles the toughest grime without damaging your floors. It sprays 113-degree warm flowing water through 16 nozzles to loosen up stuck messes, and the mop presses down with 12 newtons of force to make sure it gets every last speck of dirt. That's like 3 soda cans worth of weight scrubbing the floor for you. Sticky ketchup, spilled coffee, and dried on stains erased in one pass. Its mopping is like never before because its track mop is rolling in high speed and using 113 degrees Fahrenheit hot flowing water to wash away stubborn stains in one pass. It's not like the old robots that just drag a dirty mop across the floor. And the Flow isn't just brute force, it's smart. With dual 136 degree RGB cameras and 4 trillion ops per second AI chip, the Flow can recognize over 200 obstacles with millimeter precision.
Is he gonna go through the laptop? He swept under it. That's crazy work.
And the absolute best part is that it requires almost zero maintenance. The multifunction base takes care of everything. No more pre-cleaning before you run your robot. It even cleans corners and edges with auto extending brushes. It's not just a vacuum or even a mop. The Narwal Flow is the silent protector of your floors, like Batman, making sure dirt and grime never stand a chance. So if you're ready to take control of your floors, check it out with the links in the description.
All right, next, let's move to silent keyboards. So if you want the super budget silent keyboard that just has silent switches built in, then I would go for the GAMAKAY TK75 V3 silent switch. Now, it is a normal size keyboard. It has a screen just like the last keyboard we looked at, but it's the most budget keyboard that you can get with silent switches built in, and right now it is $63. This usually retails for $75, similar to that. So yellow switch is $50, Phoenix is $59, so $63 for the silent switch. This is the most budget silent keyboard that you can get. The other keyboard with silent switches that I personally really like, and I believe this is the best keyboard of the year. I know not many people are gonna agree with me on this because it's a low profile keyboard, but the best keyboard of the year with silent switches built in is on sale for a little bit right now. This typically retails for $139, I think, on their website. So right now it's on sale for $128. It's not a mega deal, but it's a great keyboard. There's this knob here that you can change to a switch or a lower profile knob. It has dongle storage, it has toggle switches, it has great battery life, and I've been using this thing non-stop since I got it because it's that awesome. Silent switches built in. Now these are great silent switches. The whole keyboard is amazing. Like, I don't know why it only has 4 reviews, but I would agree with this comment. The best keyboard I've ever had. Great battery life, compact layout, silent switches, low profile. Everything about this keyboard is amazing. If you want a more budget-friendly low profile keyboard, then look no further than the Flow Lite. So this typically retails for $99. Right now it's $88. Again, not a super sale, and they don't have the silent switches built in. You have to buy them separately, but the sound of this keyboard is really great. There are a couple downsides to this one for its budget price, and that is the build quality is not the best. And the keycaps tend to like sand down the more you use them, so they'll get shiny really fast. But it does have shine through keycaps, so that is a bonus. So if you're wanting to try low profile for a more budget friendly price, you could try that, but it's not gonna last the longest time. And the other ones that I would like to recommend are the Keychron products. So Keychron always has a sale at the same time that Amazon does, because again, Amazon forces these other companies to be like, hey, buy my products. So they have, whoa, full ceramic design. Anyways, their keyboards, their favorite ones of mine are the K2HE, the K4HE, and the P1HE. So great keyboards. They also have all these, you know, they're pretty much the same design and the same style, same sound. This is on sale right now for $112. They do have a similar sale on Amazon, so you can get it wherever you want. There's a standard with shine through RGB. The special, I like the special more because of the wooden accents look great. The white is an off-white, so if you have all white setup, don't get that. And the black is beautiful. The other stuff I like on Keychron are their mice. So the M6 is great, the M7 is great. I like the M3 as well, and I haven't really used their minis, although I feel like that might be better for me. So the M7 is basically a Logitech G502 equivalent that's lighter. The M6 is a MX Master mouse equivalent. It has an infinite scroll wheel, horizontal scroll wheel, side buttons, and it has way better polling rate and it's lighter weight. So I do like the 1K polling. The 4K polling doesn't have their online software, and the 8K polling as well. That one's always sold out for some reason, probably because it's so great. The 8K one is the one that resembles the MX Master 3S the most. It has the silent switch as well as the metal scroll wheel here, so it's heavier and it feels more like it in the hand. These mice are a little taller and a little more narrow than the MX Master 3, and I used the MX Master 4 recently, made a review recently. It'll come out, I don't know, maybe next week. Those mice have a lot of problems, even though they sort of upgraded it. They sort of added some gimmicks. I don't like that one. The MX Master 3S is probably my favorite, and right now at most stores it's selling for $80, so that one does make more sense to buy if you want an MX Master 3. So there's some other gaming mice that are on sale for a pretty good price. One of them is the Logitech G502 Hero. So it's a heavier mouse, it's wired, but if you want a cheap gaming mouse that's pretty reliable and good and has a ton of buttons, the G502 is on sale for $35. I'm on my business account. Let me go to my personal account. It's the same price though. If you don't know, business accounts tend to get a higher discount because you order a ton more stuff because you're a business. So the Logitech G502, $38. Great mouse. Not like the most lightweight, not the most amazing mouse, but light mouse. And then there's also the Logitech G305 Lightspeed. This one's wireless, goes for even cheaper than the G502. This one is a good bare minimum type of mouse. It has a good sensor, great battery life. You use AA batteries in it because it's amazing like that. You take out this cover here and then you put your batteries in there and it lasts a really long time. Great mouse, great price. Okay, we've done keyboards, we've done mice. Okay, let's jump into my new favorite thing right now, the Samsung G9 OLED Ultra Wide. So I bought this 2 months ago and it's been amazing. I bought it for the same price as their Prime Day deal. So it's been at this price for a while. It's not like the sale that you think it is, but it is a lot cheaper than its typical price at around like $1,200, $1,300. Right now it is $900. If you want to ascend to the ultra wide master race, this is how you do it. And it's OLED. I know you're asking me, oh, but what about burn-in? All you do is Notion and Chrome and stuff. Yeah, I know. It's still an amazing monitor. Instead of having 3 monitors like this with the bars like that, you now have a seamless curved ultra-wide monitor, and at 240 hertz, it really is something else. You don't know what it feels like until you have one and you're staring at it in the eye and you're using it every day and you're like, I can't not use this anymore. Sure, it's a lot of money, but it's also a lot of money off right now too at $900. It's a great monitor. Make sure your computer can actually support that monitor before getting one. So next is AirPods Pros 2s. These usually retail for $199, not at the $250 that they're saying here. So it's $30 off. Seamless if you want to connect it to your MacBook or your phone. Other Apple product is the MacBook Air M4, selling for $799. Now I have a M2 MacBook Air and I bought it for $600, and this is the M4, which is 2 years newer, for $800 for pretty much all the same specs, except better. In every way, it is better. So if you've been wanting a MacBook Air, now's the time. Or wait until Black Friday, that might be an even better time. Into docking stations, we've got the CalDigit TS4. So I have tried the Anker Prime, the CalDigit TS3 Plus, TS5 Plus, and the TS4. And the TS4 is by far my favorite. It's like the best value dock in my opinion. It has 18 ports, it has a micro SD on the front, it has all this stuff on the front that's really useful where the TS3 is missing some of the stuff I would like. You have more things than you would possibly even want, which means that you can grow into it. And most laptops that I have used are compatible with the TS4 that are not compatible with the TS5 because the TS5 is a little too intense for most laptops. Unless you have a really top of the line thing going on, I would go for the TS4. Yes, it's $300. I think it's usually like $350 or $380, not $450. That's like the TS5 Plus price. It is a great dock. It's way better than the Amazon Basics one. This one just doesn't satisfy my needs at all. Like I need way more ports and way more features, and that's just not it. So TS4 is a lifetime dock if you want it. So next item is the Narwal Flow. So I'm going to disclose that they have sponsored us in the past, but this is one that I am actually consider buying for our house since we recently moved into a house that we're renting now. Now I'm sure you're asking me, but why the Narwal Flow? You're just trying to push that on me because it's the most expensive one. No, that's not true. The Narwal Flow is the best at avoiding obstacles. and wires and cables all over the floor. So if you have a home that has a lot of clutter, you don't want to clean up your kids' toys or whatever, you got cables laying around. Compared to other brands, they get caught on everything. My Nuphy gets caught on everything. It can't even clean for like 5 minutes before it's like, please help me. The Flow doesn't have that problem. And it's also a lot more expensive, so it makes sense. It doesn't have that problem. You have to do a couple things, of course. You have to empty the dirty water and give it clean water, and that's all you have to do. Right now, it's on a sale for $1,100. That's still a lot, I know. But if you have a home where you don't have as much clutter and you don't have as much cables lying around, then the Freo Z10 does great too. It does everything that you would want it to as well. The only difference is that how much clutter is there in your home. And the Freo Z10 is a lot cheaper as well. Next is the Shargeek 170. This is the power bank that I love. Compared to all the Anker power banks, the INIU power banks, the Shargeek one wins. It goes up to 140 watts, so it can charge my laptop, it can charge my phone, it can pretty much charge everything that I own. Whether the thing wants 5 watts or 30 or 130 or 95 or whatever, this thing changes its output to match the thing that you're charging. Like if your device only wants 5 watts, this thing will give it 5 watts, which is why it's so amazing. It's $99. It has a screen that tells you everything, how long it takes to charge your battery, the output coming out and the output coming in. It's great. And it's also TSA approved, even though it looks the way that it looks. It's a little big, it's a little bulky, but it is a great power bank charger thing. I think it's typically $150, about $50 off right now. Love it. Okay, next we go into the Kindles of the world. So basic Kindle right now is $85, and it is a great way to save money if you enjoy reading books, because you get this, you get the Libby app, you get ebooks for free just from your local library card, and then you save so much money. The normal Kindle is pocketable. The one that I have, the paper white, I like it a lot, but it's bigger. Sure, it can do like more temperature and brightness settings, so I do like it a lot. If you want a nightstand Kindle, like paper white is probably better, but if you want a Kindle that you can just put anywhere, the normal Kindle is much lighter and more compact. Now the one that I want this year is the Kindle Scribe. This is like a Remarkable Pro without the color. Based on my experience with other Kindle devices, it should have great battery life, or it should have all this stuff. They're saying that there's a new Kindle Scribe coming out soon for $500. $500 compared to $300? Yeah, I don't need that new one. I don't care if it's thinner, lighter, faster with color or whatever. Onto some other products that I currently love so much. First is the Nothing Ear Opens. These are typically $119, $120. Right now it's $99. I wear these all day, every day. They're comfortable. You forget they're even there. And they're open, which means you can listen to music. No one's gonna hear your music. And you can hear people talking to you if they wanna ask you questions. Great product. For some people, they fit real weird because of the hook design. I have small ears and I wear glasses and it fits me. For Jake, it doesn't fit him quite well, and for our production assistant, it also doesn't really fit him quite well. So it's something you have to play with, and it has an app, but you don't need the app. The app lets you do equalizer, it lets you connect it to things at once. The app is good, I just don't like having apps. So next is the DJI transmitters. Whether you're a content creator or not, and maybe you are, this DJI Mic 2 transmitter is something that is just useful. I have 4 of these in the office. I carry them around with me everywhere for voiceover, for connecting to cameras, for whatever. It's an amazing device, and the best thing about it is it has internal recording, which means it holds storage. You can USB-C this to your laptop and it will show up as a file folder of various files that you can just listen to or whatever. This is great if you want to do notes to yourself. If you're on a commute and you're like, oh, I really have something that I need to do, you record this, you put it in as some type of AI transcription thing, and then you give it to ChatGPT and you're like, give me a to-do list. It's a great way to collect your thoughts, collect notes. But if you're a content creator, then you get the Mic 2. It's got a receiver here that can connect to your phone, whether it's iPhone or Android, or your camera, which I'm doing right now. And it's got 2 transmitters, which you use to record, and you can record on 2 different channels, or you can just use one. There's so many things. It has built-in noise canceling, and it does 32-bit float. So if like a car comes driving by and makes this really loud noise, your 32-bit float file can recover that. It's great for content creation. If you're not a content creator, you probably don't need this, and you could probably just go with with one of these transmitter things and be very happy with it. The Osmo Pocket 3 is also on sale. It looks like there's only one in stock, which is a bummer. These are really hard to get a hold of now. They're really popular. So I have the creator combo, which comes with the stand and the extra battery pack and some other things. But this is a DJI Pocket Osmo. You can film vertically, you can film horizontally. It's basically a gimbal and a camera combined together. It does super smooth footage. It's really convenient to use. It pairs really easily with the DJI Mic transmitters, and it can track your face. It's just a great camera if you do content creation or vlogging, or if you want to record family things. It takes photos, it does time lapses, slow-mo, does all the things, and right now it's $645, which is actually a really good price because I've been buying them at Costco, which is the only place that I can find them for like $800. So great price, buy a bunch of those. We have 3 here in the office because we love them so much. Okay, next, some things that I feel like you need to know. In the future, if you ever decide to have kids, or if you already have kids, you need this thing called a car seat. And there's 2 car seats that are amazing and some that aren't. So the Graco Extend2Fit is an amazing car seat. And look at this, the Slim Fit here is not an amazing car seat. Do not get that one. We had that one for a day and our daughter was so uncomfortable. To preface, our daughter is really tall and ginormous. So I've bought this twice before because we just really love this car seat. This is great because this thing in the front here extends to give your child leg room. Instead of their thighs digging into this little cushion here, they can now rest their little feet here and be so comfortable. It fits babies. It goes in rear facing mode, forward facing mode. This head thing goes up, the taller they get, and there's 2 cup rests. So this one's really great. The other one that's really great, which is like a super splurge, is called the Deluxe Forever, and we paid over $300 for this one. So this is a great price right now, what you're getting. And the reason we paid over $300 is because we had the other one, the Extend2Fit. We went to California. Our daughter had the biggest throw up ever because California roads are stinking really curvy. She threw up. We were in a hotel, so we couldn't wash it or dry it. So we had to buy a new one. So we bought this one at Target for like $350. So this is a great price. It's like $100 off. It's a 4-in-1, so you can have it for babies, toddlers, big kids, and even bigger kids. So great car seats. Okay, next, let's go over to standing desk land. I'm going to talk about the E6 specifically because this one is like the best value that you can get. There's the E5, I think it's a little too budget. The E7 is overkill for most people, but the E6, good middle ground, can hold 220 pounds. We bought one recently because we wanted to try it out. It's a great price. I think I got it for like $330 or something, but now it's $280. Now the one that I recommend is the 60 by 30. You get 30 inches of depth, which is way better, and you get 60 inches wide. So you get a lot more space to work with. Sure, it's more expensive at $360, but you get so much more room. You can go up, down, you can save your settings here. The only thing I don't recommend is do not jump and sit in the middle. Even at 120 pounds, I think I could hurt the desk. There's 2 more products I want to talk about. Next is the Hoto screwdriver. Another disclosure, they sponsored us in the past. The product I want to recommend is this one, the electric screwdriver. So this is great. It's $40. If you use power tools and you're like, oh, how the heck do I get the bit out? That's me. I can barely use power tools. So this, you just take the bit, you put it in, the bits store in this nice little container, and you just press. It's that easy. It's not gonna drill into everything, but it will do most things. It's not like as much torque as a real power drill, I guess. And then the other product I really like, the 24-in-1 multi-bit mini screwdriver, is typically $20, $14 now. It's like this big. It fits in your pocket, your backpack, your pencil holder, everything. And it is just so convenient. So the other thing, if you're a watch person and you also care about your health, but you don't want to spend millions of dollars on a Garmin, or you want that real watch look, I recommend the Withings ScanWatch 2 on sale right now for $310. They have other watches too. This is definitely their best value. In my opinion, they have ones that look like diver watches, ones that look like Rolex, ones that also look like Rolex. Those tend to be a lot more expensive because of the materials they're made of, platinum and rose gold and titanium and stuff. But the ScanWatch 2s are the best value. They got the 42mm ones for bigger wrists, and then they have the 38 for smaller wrists. It doesn't have much of a lug to lug, so it fits really great. And the knob lets you go through the monitors, the screen here, which is heart rate, activity tracking, temperature, steps. You can modify it in the app. The app is not the best. I would say it's more leaning towards good watch than good fitness tracker, but it does both. This thing down here is divided into 10, so it will track progress towards your goal. Let's say if your goal is 10,000 steps, this is 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and it'll track it that way instead of showing you seconds. So there's no seconds hand on this watch. It's minutes and hours only. So right now it's 310. Do you want to try the light one? It has a less good screen and it's missing some of these other features too, so you can run through that. And then if you want the fancy one, it's 530. A lot more expensive.
If you're tired of dirty floors and want to show them who's boss, check out the Narwal Flow with the links in the description. And don't miss the massive Prime Day sale. Get it at a huge discount for a limited time.
Those are the deals that I found today. If you have any more deals you want to include, feel free to link them down below. And I'll probably be live streaming tomorrow, so catch me there and we can chill and hang out and talk tech. So I hope to see you there. Bye.